On this episode, we jump back into our local band series where we talk about a couple local bands that we found. The first one being a pop punk band out of Sacramento, California called Tarnish. And we talk about the Colorado hardcore band Eyes of Salt. They're both seriously good bands, and I hope everyone goes and checks them out because they're definitely worth the listen.
Somebody hit somebody!
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of the Pit Therapy Podcast. I am Kyle, and joined here by the good old teabag, Trevor. What's up, man?
Just teabagging life away, man.
We're trying a different platform to record this, so if it doesn't work, you'll never know because we probably won't upload it. But
It's all
yeah.
right. So,
How you been, man?
good, man. Dude, it's just been busy. Like, I feel bad because I feel like you and our buddy Chris probably think that like I just don't like you guys anymore because I like text you like maybe once a day instead of throughout the day like I used to.
Yeah.
Just know, man, I still love you. Like,
All right. I
so
understand it. You're a big boy. You got big boy responsibilities, so I get it. And honestly, like, I just assumed you never liked me anyways. So
fair. I mean,
it's
there
it
was
is hard.
question about that for a long
I don't know, man. Called you teabag and you brought up teabagging, and now I've got teabag on the mind. I
time.
saw this meme online. This guy, he was like making this funny video on Instagram where he was talking about like the creators of Halo
Okay.
and like all the like, what if we put them on a planet? You know, like, and it's just like these guys like they're brainstorming, and it shows him with like a cup of tea, and he's like dipping the tea bag in, and he's like, what if when you kill people? And I'm like, yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
I've seen so many things where it's like 60-year-olds today and it's doing whatever they're doing. It's like me at 16. It's just Master Chief just like sitting there just teabagging the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Freaking
Um,
days of Halo, man.
it'll never be the same. Kids will never understand what it was like. Like my son plays video games with his friends, right? Like they'll jump on Fortnite or whatever together and they'll get in a party chat and like they'll play and stuff, but it's not the same, dude, as piling like 20 people into a tiny house with screen, like a bunch. Like I used to tell my wife, like I would bring a TV. Like
Right.
I would bring a TV. I had like this. Do you remember those really old, like overhead suitcases you would put in like the overhead bin, but they were like
Yep.
a leathery hard
Yep.
shell type? I had this like really gross, like orange colored one that I'd put my Xbox in, and I would fit like a blanket in there to try and like pad it and stuff. And
Right.
yeah, dude, we had this like whole setup to play Halo.
Dude. We need to just do it again. We need to have a LAN party night, get everyone in like an Airbnb or something,
Yeah,
and just
dude, we probably could. We could probably like rent a cabin somewhere in the woods and
be so fun.
play
But
Halo.
when was the last time like you tried to set up a LAN? Like I tried to do it probably like 6, 7 years ago, and it just like didn't work because all the Xboxes had to be on like the same software. If they weren't the same version, they
Mm.
weren't syncing up. Like we're gonna have to go and buy old school 360s and like figure out how to make this
Yeah.
happen.
I
So
mean, I figured the networking part out since that happens to be my choice of career. But yeah, I don't even have an Xbox anymore. Halo sucks now. Used to be good. It's gone downhill.
dude.
So
But here's the thing, if we're playing one or three or whatever, like be freaking dope.
yeah, it would
Probably
be
not
fun.
one. One would be one would be fun, but I think it's too outdated. Probably two or three.
Yeah. They like redid Halo 2
Uh-huh.
and it's amazing. It was like 10 years ago they redid it, but it's one
Yeah.
of the best Halo games, the remake of Halo 2. It's like the
Dude.
hit registration's too good on it that people like wouldn't miss, but
Uh
it was done really
well,
well.
maybe we do just need to go buy old crappy
Yeah,
copies because
probably.
that was half the fun, man. It's like, dude, I killed you for sure. And you're like,
Um,
nope, it
I
just
remember,
didn't
dude,
work.
I remember all like some of our friends like just crashing out so hard, like going home, like literally taking their ball and going home.
Yeah, dude, I was never great. So, I was there for the hang.
Yeah.
So we'll say that. I was always picked last for the team because I was not super good, but
Good times,
that's all right.
man. Speaking of Halo, so my son, I don't know what's gotten into him. He used to like hate heavy music, and then we were listening to something, and there was like a couple bands that had like pretty good breakdowns.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, dude, this is sick. So I was like, all right. So we spent like the whole day in my office here, like just listening to like bands we used to listen to with like just insane breakdowns. And he'd be like, oh, that's dirty. So like we were listening
Yeah.
to like pretty heavy stuff and the breakdown would hit and he'd be like, oh, like I want to kick a hole through the wall. Like that's dirty. That's such a dirty breakdown. And I'm like, dang, I'm rubbing off on this kid, man. I don't know. I don't know. Should
Does
I
he
be doing
actually
this?
understand what the dirt means though?
No.
Like, or is he just mimicking what you're
He's
saying?
probably just
Because
mimicking what maybe he listens to the pod, you know? Maybe he hears us talking
there
about
you go.
breakdowns on the pod and that's what it is. So
Dude, that's wild.
but anyways, the reason I brought that up is because we listened to like a bunch of My Children, My Bride. And we listened to Headshot and I was like, yeah, the song's about Halo, and he was getting a kick out of that. So
Dude, such a good song.
yeah, for reals.
Still rock that. That whole album,
The whole
man. That
album.
album's great.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were listening to Circle the Sky,
Yeah.
and dude, it's so good. It's still just so good.
Yeah. 100%.
So
So,
right, man, what else you got going on? What you been up to? New music? Anything that you want to talk
dude,
about?
there was so many announcements, so much new music that I don't even know where to go with it. I was just trying to go back through all of our old stuff and trying to figure out what there was. We'll kick it off with Die Young,
Oh yeah. Oh
dude.
dude.
Revolutionary Faith, incredible.
So
Picking
good.
up right where they left off. Like, it is just
But
fantastic.
it's just it feels like it's just different enough too that you would like you can hear some differences in what he wrote, you know, like guitar wise and stuff.
Oh, did I just break your ears hitting my mic?
No, I actually didn't hear it.
Okay. Dope.
Well, I heard it, but it wasn't bad.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I mean, I've listened to this song several times and it's solid. I like it more than the uh cover version of Clutches that they
Mm,
did.
yeah.
Like it's just thrashy enough. It's just aggressive enough. Like, wanted to believe it didn't feel this thrashy.
Right.
I don't feel like. So like you said, it's just different enough from what he did that like it feels like it does belong somewhere else than wanted to believe. So I'm stoked for the rest of the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean he's been doing this for so long that it's like you have become like a master of your craft. You know,
Yeah.
cuz like Die Young is one of those bands that's like been around for a real long time and you can tell that like they started out being pretty raw, right? I mean, their first EP I think is like early 2000, like 2002, 2003 or something like that, right? So
Yeah.
it's like pretty raw, right? In the sound they're doing. But like as it goes on, like Graven Images is like just an incredible album, right?
Yeah.
And you could tell the like progression and stuff. And then you get into like the EP that dropped last year
Yeah.
and like just
Wanted to
how good
believe,
he
man.
is, right? Like just how good he is at writing this stuff. And yeah, you can tell that like he's becoming like the master of his craft. It's cool. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes sense, but it does to me.
No, it does. He knows the direction he wants to go and he does it very well. Um, I feel like the other thing about this is like there was like a full breakdown at the end,
Yeah.
right? Like we didn't quite get like a legit breakdown on Wanted to Believe. I don't feel like there was like the parts that you could swing to,
Yeah.
but there's something a little heavier on this one too. So like, dude, I don't know,
And
man.
he does like some for the breakdowns, he just like growls. He's just like, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
and it's like he's going, I love
dude,
it, dude.
his
It's
vocal,
good.
man, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It sounds so nasty, so aggressive, like you know, like It's dirty.
It's
It's
dirty. It's
dirty.
dirty.
Also, Dropkick Murphys put out a single with Haywire,
Haywire.
man. Citizen Ice, ICE, Citizen ICE. But dude, it's just like with everything going on and Dropkick, there was that was he from DC officer who was at all those court
Oh
hearings
yeah.
and like flipping off the senators and he was like wearing all
He
like
had that
the
shirt that
Dropkick
said
shirts.
fighting Nazis since 1996. Dude,
Yeah.
I told my wife, I was like, can I please buy this? I want this
Yeah.
shirt so bad.
Yeah. And like they were posting and like he's standing on business like dude, they're just like they weren't really like the hardcore scene, but they are the hardcore scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what we've talked about. Like they're
It's
standing on business just
yeah.
like everyone else.
And they always have. I mean,
Yeah.
even like it was like a couple years ago, there was a some strikes going on somewhere in like the Northeast, and they drove around and were just playing like acoustic sets for the workers out striking. You
Right.
know, like they did you and you know my favorite story is theirs. Did you see the posts on social media? I think we talked about this when we did an episode on them, where some guys, like some white supremacists, were calling him out. And he was like, "You tell me where you want to meet and we'll fight." And
Yeah.
the guy's like, "Be here at this time." And like Dropkick showed up and they
Yeah.
took pictures of them there. And they're like, "Yo, where are you?" Like they were literally, they're like old men. They're like in their 50s. They literally
Yes.
showed up to stand on business and like absolute respect, man. That's what we should all strive for, you know?
Yeah. Just wild, man.
And
Like
not to mention the music is freaking dope. Like this song, Citizen Ice, is so good.
it is. It is. It's fantastic. It's incredible. So, no, those were a couple releases. We posted, was it Mass Appeal?
Mass
Is that what they
Appeal
call?
from Texas. Yeah, they're a Dallas band. There's been like a ton of there's been a couple other Dallas band or not Dallas, Texas bands. Obviously, I
Hmm.
follow that a lot living down here.
Yep.
Um, so like Mass Appeal release stuff. There's a straight edge band called Ancient Ones.
Yep.
They release stuff. It's pretty cool. And then Bailout, which is like kind of a beat downy band from Austin, they release stuff too. And it's good, man. Like I'm glad Texas got it has its own flavor of hardcore. You know, like I'm super down with the sound. So
Right. Right. So that's all way dope. A couple of tours that got announced, like the Firestarter and Stateside tour.
yeah,
That's
that's cool.
dope. Like I love having that kind of youth crew hardcore, floor punch hardcore in Firestarter with pop punk. And pop
Yeah,
punk is making its way back into hardcore.
right.
And it's fun. So like you have Stateside, we're talking Tarnish today.
Hmm.
Like they're way dope. Like there's a lot of these bands that are starting to kind of come back this way. And I'm for it, man. Like I was an easy core kid. I love that stuff. So like give me something that's like the story so far. Give me something's like Set Your Goals that has that hardcore flair. We've always
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
It's the best version of pop
Well,
punk.
and that's like that's actually a point that I was gonna make when we talk about Tarnish today was like kids from the hardcore scene make the best music, doesn't matter the genre, right? And
Sure.
I will stand by that all like always because I'm not like and I've realized this because I try to listen to as much music as I can, right? And I try to not be like super judgy about the music. There's
Yeah.
obviously genres that I talk a lot of shit on on this
Yeah.
podcast, but there's also bands from those genres that I will listen to because they do it right. And they do it right because they're from the hardcore scene that does it right. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
pop punk is one of those. Like you get kids that are from like Koyo's a great example. Like kids that are from the hardcore scene that make pop punk know how to do it the
Yeah.
right way. And
Yeah.
so, you know, I love Stateside, dude. I'm super bummed I'm gonna miss that show when they're here in Dallas.
Yeah. Which Koyo dropped a new single, another banger, right?
Yeah, it is
Uh
good, dude.
yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Just blasting through a couple more of these. So like Ashazara, they did a tour announcement. I think Balmora did a tour announcement. Um, let's see here. We had the Boys in Reviler,
Yeah.
their single Collapse.
Oh, dude, so good. Yeah.
So good. Like it's just melodic enough, like we were messaging with them, that you go and collapse to like a two-steppy ending into like something that's off their last destruction. What's it called?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But their last album.
Hmm.
And you could go in from like this two-steppy melodic thing into something that's just like heavy,
Yeah.
and it would just flow so good. So that's way dope. Uh Big Boy, Apex Predator. Who else is on that one? Um Paradise.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
going out.
Good for Paradise, man. Another Texas band that deserves credit because they're good. They had a great set at Flyover.
Which I wonder if that's where that connection. I mean, I'm sure they probably
Oh
knew of
yeah.
each other beforehand, but that was probably a connection right there. So, um, and
Uh,
then this one's super random, but Rocky Votolato at
oh,
the end of
nice.
January re-released Makers with B-sides.
Oh, okay.
It is Makers is his best album without question. Like I'll put it up against Suicide Medicine and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he re-released it and dude, it's fantastic.
Hmm.
It's great.
I'll have to go
So
listen to it. I like Makers. I think I like Suicide Medicine more just for the nostalgia, but Makers is the better album.
yeah, no, it's the better album. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. So yeah, I'm
Um,
sure there's a bunch more, but
yeah, I
that's
was
just
gonna
been on
say
my
like
list.
Alexis on Fire, I think is announcing some dates, and they announced they're back in the studio.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be making new music.
What did I see about them? They are playing a show 20 years, and who's the other band that they're playing it with doing a 20 years?
I don't remember. Did you
Uh,
like their last album?
it was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say that. It was fine. It was Billy Talent. Alexis and Fire
Oh,
is playing 20 years of Crisis, and Billy Talent's playing 20 years of
Billy
Two.
Talent's Canadian too, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
they're playing one of the shows in London with Touche Amore, and then they're playing one in Quebec with Phase.
Nice.
So that's pretty dope. So,
Yeah, that is
but
cool.
dude, Crisis in Full, man.
I know. I
Being
wanted, dude,
MC.
I'd kill to see that.
That's so sick.
Did you see that Hey Today released a song? Did you listen to it?
I listened to when they were announcing it, the
Mm,
clips.
yeah.
It's back to Octane
I
Metalcore.
know. It's
So,
heavier though than like the other stuff that they've released. Like that Burn song. It's definitely heavier than that.
yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
feels
mean,
generic though. Like,
it'll be interesting.
yeah,
I don't know. I'll listen to it when it comes out. I don't have high hopes. Like I'll listen to the album when it
right,
comes out.
right.
I don't have high hopes for it though.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Um, the last thing I wanted to ask you about though, did you see that the Three Doors Down vocalist died?
Yeah, I did.
It's messed up, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen a whole lot of Three Doors
You don't
Down,
like Three
but
Doors Down? Come on, man. You're kryptonite?
it's not that I don't like it, man. But I just don't listen to it a bunch. That's name another Three Doors Down song. Come on, bro.
Dude.
If you're gonna do this,
Okay, I can't even name I can't name songs of bands that like I actually listen to.
fair. That's fair.
Here, I'll get
So,
you. What are
well,
the
I
Here
know.
Without You? Okay. I mean everyone knows that song, right?
I don't know. I'd have to
That's like
listen
their
to it.
soft one. I'm here without you, baby.
Oh, okay. Yep, I got
Yeah,
you.
dude, everyone knows that.
I
Do you
didn't know
remember
that was Three Doors Down.
do you remember going to like Laguna Beach and
Oh
that's like
yeah.
all they would play was like alt rock like
All
this.
right, like the soft song off of the. Yeah.
Dude, like these guys, they'd play like Lifehouse. Do you remember like Lifehouse?
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker. Is that's the name of the
Uh,
song or is that a band?
no, that's the band.
That's the
That
band Uncle
that.
Cracker. I don't remember that at
Follow
all.
me, everything is all right.
Oh, okay.
That's Uncle
Drift
Cracker.
Away.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the wrong song, am I?
I want to get lost in. That's Uncle Cracker, isn't it? No, that's a remake. This is a remake. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. But yeah,
Uncle
I
Cracker.
do. The
That's
last thing I'll bring up is the aftermath of a train wreck show happened last weekend, and I didn't get to go up, unfortunately, but it looked awesome.
yeah,
Man, to see like Outlet, an Idaho old school hardcore band, Aftermath, Crow Killer, Forever War, uh, and then there was a new band called False Being, who is some of those old guys who are playing in that band. Like, dude, it looks so fun. It looks so sick. And just like seeing all the pictures, I so jealous and envious of
yeah.
that show.
It looked
Like,
cool.
I
It looked very
love
cool.
that these old bands are putting it together and coming back, even if they are just one-off shows and stuff like that. It's sick. So
Yeah,
kudos to them.
yeah, yeah. It looked cool. The bummer was in Idaho though.
So it's Drew Davenport, who is the guitarist for Absolved.
Mm,
He lives up there. So he's playing drums for False Being. I think he played drums for Outlet, and he's the one who put it all together.
okay,
So up in Idaho Falls, and he was able to get all of them to come up. I think a few of the guys still live up there and everything. So
cool.
that's what it was. It was more for an Outlet reunion show,
Okay,
and that's why it ended up there.
yeah,
So yeah,
okay, yeah. That's
way
legit.
sick.
That's cool.
So yes,
All right.
sir.
Well,
But
that's all I got. So I guess we'll jump into talking
yeah.
about a couple of these local bands. Um, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
not?
we've already
We've
teased it.
already teased it. And so the band I want to talk about today is Tarnish. They are a pop punk alt emo band. I don't know. What do you pop punk? I mean, it's pop punk, but it's like
Dude, they're kind of all over the
they
place.
are kind of
Well,
all over the place if you listen to all their stuff, you know?
but it kind of like it all fits together. It's not like they're like totally bouncing around genres. Like it
Right.
all fits together. But you do listen to some of their early stuff, some of the stuff from last year versus like uh the last single that they released, Yours Truly. Like Yours Truly is that riff is just like straight up the story so far.
Yeah.
You
In a
take
good
that
way.
drum in a good way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying this in the best way possible. Because it actually made me super nostalgic. This is like from like Under the Soil and Dirt,
Yeah.
um, all of those early Story So Far albums with the drum, the heavy like bass drums and patterns that they're doing with that Story So Far riff just over the top of it. So, so good.
hmm
Like it's awesome. And then you listen to something, I think it was Bite the Knife, you almost get like a Midwest emo feel
Yeah.
at times. And so like to be able to do kind of all of it together, it's a way dope sound. It's way sick.
It is. Yeah. So yeah, they've like touched a bunch of different genres. It feels like overarching, especially modern, like because you ask people about like what their definition of pop punk is today, and a lot of it has like Hot Mulligan and stuff gets thrown in there, and like Hot Mulligan's like not really a pop punk band, right? But they're like people consider them that, right? I think like the Midwest emo stuff that you're talking about, a lot of the emo has kind of crept in with it, you know.
Yeah.
So these guys kind of fall in that, but they're from Sacramento, California. They've been around for a bit. I was reading like an interview they did, and they talked about how like some of the bands from San Diego, some from Sacramento. They've all played in other bands, and I thought it was interesting reading this article because they kept asking them about the DIY scene, like what it's like being a part of the DIY scene, and it made me laugh because it's like, all right, these are. I mean, you listen to like especially their latest song, "Yours Truly," and it's like, hey, these guys obviously have ties to the hardcore scene, right? That's why we said that at the beginning of it, but it just kind of makes me laugh being so involved in the scene and how foreign a DIY like nature is to other people, because they kept asking like, what does the DIY aspect have to do with like you guys and your band and what you stand for? And they're just like, that's just how it is. Like we just put on shows, we play where we play, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It just made me laugh. But um, so they've been around a while. Uh, not like full length. They've just kind of had EPs and stuff and singles throughout the years. First one, I guess, is in 2021.
Hmm.
They did talk a lot about how like COVID kind of affected things and changed things. So I think this was a band that kind of was birthed out of a lot of the COVID stuff. But I stumbled upon them with the song Yours Truly. And like you said, the opening bass solo into this like the story so farest type guitar. And then he goes into like kind of heavier vocals, right? Like there's a little bit of not just the singing, but some like actual kind of screaming to it,
Yeah.
right? It's a little more aggressive of a pop punk vocal, but very poppy guitar and instruments behind it, right? And
Yeah.
I just loved it, dude. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so cool. It feels super California esque pop punk style, right? Because we talk about stateside. It's right in that vein, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did
A
you
hundred.
think about like their sound? Like we can get into like some of the actual music, but like what did you talked a little bit about where they're at, but like what drew you into like their sound?
So what drew me in is them actually bouncing around. Like I actually really like that because there's been a couple of like these pop punk bands that have come out recently or put albums out that feel like they pigeonhole themselves into a singular sound, and
Mm,
maybe that's what the whole EP is or that's what the whole album is, and it feels just like it's kind of repeating itself by the end is kind of how it feels.
yeah.
So I just went on Spotify and I just literally just played from their popular down.
Okay.
And you go from a song like Yours Truly that has, like we talked about, the story so far, Phil. The next song is Things Were Okay. And this is like such an interesting song to me because it feels like early Fallout Boy. It could have been like an early
Yeah.
Fallout Boy, but in
Okay.
like a little bit of a lower tuning,
Yeah.
or a band like June. I've talked about June and no one knows who June is, but I love the
Yeah.
band June. Um, but it feels like there's this like it's just a different almost throwback feel to early 2000s, mid 2000s and what you get there and stuff. But this is I think this is actually the song. This is the song that gives that Midwest emo feel. You get to the end of it like 2 minutes and 37 seconds, and
Sorry,
it's
which
like
song?
things were okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of Fall Out Boy thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But it kind of opens up and he is saying like the things I can remember. I don't know the exact words, but it's like da 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 da
Yeah. Yeah.
da.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That feels if you were to take the drums out of it and just have an acoustic guitar, this is a front bottom song. This
Yeah.
is like a modern baseball song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it has that feel to it, that vibe to it. And I'm not a huge Midwest emo fan, but I loved how, and listen, these guys are probably gonna slap me for saying Midwest emo. But like that is like how that was like the vibes I felt. And I was like, this feels cool. This is
Yeah.
like the way that it should be done. So I'm a huge fan of it. I like the different directions they go. I feel like there's times where you get more of that alt rock, almost
Right.
incubus feel at
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Uh
It's
and
almost like a
there's
post-hardcore, like a little bit of a
yeah,
post-hardcore type sound. Yeah.
exactly. But it like post-hardcore,
So
this is
what?
weird, but like pulling out some of the hardcore, right? It's like
Right.
more
Yeah.
posty.
Yeah.
So
So I think like what's interesting to me is one, I don't know many bands that have gone from the like alt rock emo core emo post hardcore, I don't know what you call it, to this like really poppy pop punk sound. Usually it's the other way, right? Usually a lot of these bands come out and they're pop punk and then they start going into more of this like emo, more emotional type stuff.
mhm.
And so I thought it was interesting that like you go from like their some of their first singles and like Foothills. It's very much like you said, it's almost like an Incubus like it's not as poppy. It's more like alt rocky,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's very California, like alt rocky,
I
right?
mean, the bands that are the ones who kind of have been doing this the last few years are going to be your Anxious. They're going to be your One Step
Yeah.
Closer. You get a lot of like that feeling.
Anxious is a good call here.
Yeah, Anxious is a great call. There's a lot of songs that feel very reminiscent of Anxious, but then there's stuff that's just not anxious at all,
Right.
too. Like they're doing so much in the best way possible, is
Yeah.
how it feels. Because again, it feels cohesive. It
Yeah.
feels like it's still the same band,
Hmm.
but it's just different enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's some of the songs. Did you ever listen to like Trash Boat?
I love Trash Boat.
Like some of the songs are very like Trash Boat esque.
Yeah,
That's like a way that I thought about it too. But let me ask you this, dude, because like we're making all these comparisons, right? Because I think we're trying to understand their sound and like
yeah,
maybe that's like cheating them a little bit. But I want to make it clear first of all that these guys like for a band of this size, like, and their quality of music should be way bigger than they are. Like they're very good. They're
yeah,
very, very good. All their recordings, all of them have been very good. You can tell these guys have been around a while. They know what they're doing, and it's very, very good. So we're not trying when we make these comparisons, we're not like trying to like I don't know, tear them down a little bit but it's a unique, it's their sound. We're just trying to like give people something to reference of like,
yeah,
if you're into pop punk, you'd be interested. It's like I sent it to one of our buddies, Spencer, because he like loves pop punk. I sent yours truly to him. He's like, this is amazing.
yeah.
So we're not trying, yeah, we're just trying to help people understand. But my question to you though is because with all these comparisons, do you think does music, especially this music, get better or worse the better the vocalist is? And the reason why I ask that is because you look at somebody like the story so far, like Parker Cannon is a good vocalist for this music, but Parker Cannon's not like a classically trained singer, right? Like he's not a good singer in the sense of like singing on the voice or something. You know what I mean? Like he's a good singer for this music because it's raw, it's emotional, and it's like a little rough. But then
Yeah.
you look at a band like State Champs.
I was literally just gonna bring that up.
Like that vocalist he's a good singer, right? Like you could put him in a pop band and he could sing just fine. So, but I do not like State Champs very much. And the reason why I bring that up is because this guy in Tarnish, when he sings, like he can act, you can tell he can actually sing, right? Like the song that you brought up, um, Things Were Okay.
Yeah.
Like he actually sings, man. Like he's a good singer, and I think it does add to the music. But
hmm
I also think that there's a lot of bands that like you're just too good of a singer, man. Like it doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Like State Champs just like doesn't sound right to me. I don't know.
So here's okay. I absolutely know what you're saying. Um, and I don't know the best way to say this, right? But there's like radio pop punk, right?
Yeah.
Like State Champs is gonna fall on that. We the Kings,
Uh
All
huh.
Time Low,
Yeah.
like the bands that you would expect, right? Like their vocalists are pretty dang good vocalists. Like just considering.
Right.
This guy is a good vocalist, but maybe you're good enough that you're like, I sound too good, so I'm gonna yell a little bit. So,
Yeah.
like, they do enough that it keeps it within where they want to be. It keeps it within the pocket,
Right.
right? So I think that that is kind of the differentiator, and that's what some of the difference is about some of these other bands. Like, yeah, these other bands want to sound good.
Right.
They want their vocalists to be incredible. Uh,
But I think that's why it adds an extra dimension when we compare him to bands like The Story So Far. Because it's like Parker Cannon can't hit the notes this guy hits, right? Like Parker Cannon's
yeah,
Parker Cannon's a vocalist. He's not a singer, right? This guy to me sounds like a
fair.
singer. And like and so that's where like the comparisons start to change is like this dude's range is really good, you know? And then he does add some screams to it. So it does add like a little extra like oomph and aggression to the music without it becoming too poppy like State Champs. I don't know. I think it's just done really, really well. That's the point I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
the long story long, you know?
It is. I just don't know because like I can think of several bands who like Sucker Punch. Like I think the vocalist in Sucker Punch, I think he's actually really good. I think he sounds good and sounds great. And I think that we could have a similar conversation about him that we're having about the Tarnish vocalist.
Yeah.
I look back on early Fallout Boy. Patrick, what's his name? Patrick, is it
I don't
Stump?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure his last name is Stump. He's a damn good vocalist. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you listen to like Take This to Your Grave, some of those early Fallout Boy albums. I love that stuff. Like, criticize me all you want, but freaking
No, it's
those
good,
early
dude.
Fallout
Yeah,
Boys
yeah.
are so good.
Yeah.
And he was an incredible vocalist. Like, because he was so good, they blew up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But see, then you like listen to like Set Your Goals or Newfound Glory, and
And
it's
it's
like
awesome.
it's awesome, but they're not good singers. They're good
No.
vocalists, but they're not good singers, right? And so I don't know, because I was even thinking like you look at like post-hardcore, you know, Jeff Rickley from Thursday, like he's a good vocalist, but he's not a good singer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, but then you look at some of these other like post-hardcore bands where they like all the
They
stuff with
just
Johnny
take,
Craig, right? Like,
yeah, they just take the best vocalists they can. Yeah, it's just hard because I really do think that what it boils down to is how well does the band suit what the vocalist is doing?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like in a band like Tarnish, the vocals add a layer. They're not the focal point. That's how I feel about it.
okay,
Like, I love the music. Like, what catches me about yours truly isn't his vocal range.
mm,
It's the awesome music. The vocals just add to that. You listen to something that Johnny Craig does, and he's putting on a vocal
yeah,
performance. And the band is the backing track to that.
right. Which is
So
probably
it's
why they
just
all hate him.
exactly, exactly. The same thing happened with Teddy Swims. Teddy Swims was in a post-hardcore band,
Mm.
and he was too good
Yeah,
to where he was just overshadowing what they were doing. So he went out on his own and he's making millions of dollars. So you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he's not a dirtbag stealing laptops and selling them to underage people. But yeah, I mean, it's just I think that's what it comes down to is what kind of band do you want to be? And is the vocalist going to be like a piece of the band or the focal point?
Right.
Because Paramore got to the point where Haley
Mm,
Williams was the focal point.
that's a good
She was
point.
no longer part of the like
Yeah.
just a member of the band. She was the focal point.
Right. Right.
So I think that's what it starts to turn into.
Hmm.
So maybe that's where it is. And it's a little bit hard because bands like we just pointed out, like um, State Champs, We the Kings, and stuff like that, what people focus in are the vocals.
Right.
So like, although maybe you don't know them by name, are you really like you're paying attention to the vocalist more
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say. So I think that's probably more what it is. It doesn't matter how good you are or how crappy you are. It's how well do you fit into what the band's doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah. Well, just
Wow, that was
stupid,
quite
so.
the conversation.
Yeah. Uh,
I wonder
people
how
probably
many people we
listen.
lost.
I know people probably like this is the dumbest. This has nothing to do with anything. Get back to talking about freaking Tarnish.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got a bunch of singles that lead up to an EP in 2022. Things I haven't lost yet. It's a very raw album. This is where I think you get a lot of the trash boat type sound. You know,
Mhm.
it's a little heavier, like almost like a data or memory, right?
Yeah, at times. Yeah.
So I mean, I really like it. Um,
Yeah.
you get some singles after that, like Blank Stare is a great single.
Yes.
Never Ending Game, or sorry, just Never Ending Game. Yeah, I think of
There
band from
we go.
Detroit, but great song. Gets pretty heavy, you know. Like this is where I think you see some of their like hardcore influence seep in, and then you get Rosemont in 2024. This one is great. This is where I
Yeah.
think a lot of the like really heavy pop punk stuff starts to bleed in. Um, like Bite the Knife's a really interesting song.
Bite the Knife's great. That was the
Yeah.
one song that I was talking about earlier. It's an awesome song. Uh, but where we were talking about like Anxious, where we are talking
Mm,
about bands like that, Cold Walks to the Liquor Store, like that epitomizes kind of
yeah.
what I'm talking about with those bands. One Step Closer, Anxious, even Koyo at times. You get a little bit of this vibe.
Yeah.
So
I do like that they are not afraid to like change that up a little bit, right? Because um, is it? I can't remember what album it is. They have one that's like a pretty slow song.
Feeling the Shame, I think, was really
Is it Feeling
slow.
the Shame?
Yeah, Feeling the Shame's kind of their acoustic song.
Yeah.
Slow,
Yeah.
acousticy.
This is very like clairvoyant
Yeah,
story so far, you know?
yeah. I
It,
mean, it does have like the drums in the back, so it's not like just straight up
right.
like, but yes, 100%.
But it's cool, man. Like respect that you can do that, right? That you're not just doing the same sound front to back, that you can throw that in. So
Yeah,
um and then 2025 they have the View from My Window EP, and then this year they released Yours Truly. So um there's quite a bit of music to listen to. Um
yeah,
Again, I'm shocked that like I was searching for them, like people on Reddit, like not even people on Reddit were like talking about them much, you know, like
yeah,
they deserve it, man. Like this is a great band, and I would not be surprised if like they're doing what if they end up doing what Stateside's doing right now, and they start getting some like legit tours. Because dude, Yours Truly is like it's one of the better pop punk songs that we've heard in a while. You know,
yeah,
a while. So
yeah. No, it's absolutely fantastic. Uh, they are going out on tour. It starts at the end of the month. They're hitting Arizona and then just California dates. Here's the problem, and I think that this is the problem with the next band we're going to talk about too, Eyes of Salt, is I think that they all have lives. And I think that they're doing
yeah,
stuff other than just focusing on music.
just
Because
stupid. Just focus on music, please.
here's the problem is like I know Eyes of Salt, they're all in their like 30s and stuff like that. They're like,
Yeah,
we got families and full-time jobs and stuff like that. And they're going out on tour, but it's a 4-day tour
yeah,
because like they just can't. I
right.
think I read one of the dudes is a cardiologist.
Oh,
Like the dude's
seriously?
out here like saving lives and stuff.
Dude, that's probably pretty handy to have when someone is about to die at Eyes of Salt, because dude, they're wild. So
But here's the deal. Like, I think that this is fortunately and unfortunately the reality that we live in. A band like Tarnish should be way bigger than they are.
yeah,
They're not going to get the recognition because they're not playing as often out of
yeah,
state. I mean, this one's 2 shows in Arizona and then like 7 shows in California.
right. Well, you know what's different too. Now you bring that up because I'm thinking about that. Is like back in the day, man. Like your tour package was like four bands that toured the country with each other. And now it's like you get at most two bands that tour the country, and then it's all locals, which is fine. Like, dude, I'm super happy that these bands are still showcasing local bands and stuff. But yeah, like a band like Tarnish 10, 15 years ago is the perfect band for like a Newfound Glory or the Story So Far to bring out on tour with them,
Yes,
you know? And that's how you get
100%.
exposure. But you just don't do that anymore, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. And again, I don't know if these guys want that, right? Like
Sure.
again, with some of them being up in Sacramento, others being down in San Diego, like I don't know if they want that. They want to play the shows they want to play with like the people they know, like locals and have fun in California, and now they probably have a little following in Arizona, so they're homies with those guys. Like that's what it is. It's cool. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
See, the problem is then I don't get to see them, and
Exactly.
that's not fair.
Exactly.
So,
But it's just, I don't know. It's just, I think it's the unfortunate and fortunate reality that we live in. It's
yeah.
fortunate because we get badass music because these guys are so good. They can record, they can do the things that they need to do and stuff. And we get to listen to it on Spotify. It's unfortunate because, like you said, we don't get to see them,
Yep.
you know? I mean, maybe we get a one-off show on
You
occasion.
you probably would. You're probably the best like Hit him up, dude. Get him out
I
to Salt
mean,
Lake.
dude, honestly, Texas, they can come and do a full run in Texas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, how many times have we heard that? If we go to Texas, we can go and play 4 shows. Like, if I
Yeah,
come to Utah, I have to drive for 7 hours
that's
before I
true.
get anywhere
That's
else.
true. Utah sucks. Don't do it. Come to Texas
F you,
instead.
man. So,
Yeah,
yeah, anyways, I think they're great. They're a
I do too.
fantastic band. There's enough variety, there's enough stuff here that like if you enjoy pop punk or if you enjoy that kind of alt rock that kind of crept into pop punk with those Anxiouses, One Step Closer, Koyos and stuff like that, you're going to be a huge fan of
Yeah,
Tarnish. They're
absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. Cool.
So,
Cool, cool, cool.
dope, dope, dope. Uh, well, we've already been talking about this, but we're going to talk Eyes of Salt, Colorado,
Yeah.
metallic hardcore,
I don't know why
melodic
you said it
hardcore.
that way, but yeah, Colorado.
Because I started to say California,
Oh.
but that was Tarnish.
I thought you were like,
Colorado.
because you've been watching Bad Bunny yesterday. Colorado,
Yeah, no, I am.
Side note, Bad Bunny rocked.
Uh,
I don't care what you or anyone else says. So,
well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. So,
how was
uh,
Kid Rock though? Did you like
I did not watch Kid Rock. I
that?
watched Bad Bunny. The production was fine. You know what? We didn't talk about this beforehand. We're talking about it now. Super Bowl halftime shows suck.
Yeah, kind of.
I, over the last probably 10 years, remember two. I remember the
Shakira.
Snoop Dogg, Shakira. No, I remember Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem,
Uh,
like the like rap royalty that all
yeah,
came out. I remember that just because it was crazy to see them all together. And the one that like sticks out in my mind was Prince.
I
Like when
don't
he
even remember that.
really
Yeah.
like I remember seeing Prince and they did the stage in that symbol that he had because he was known as a symbol for a period of time and not an actual name. Uh, I just thought it was crazy. I thought it was interesting. He was phenomenal guitarist and all that kind of stuff. I had to go and look and be like, who else has played the Super Bowl? I didn't remember Shakira had played. I didn't remember that Usher had played. I didn't
Mm.
remember that Madonna had played. I don't
Oh, I
remember.
don't remember that either.
I'm not going to remember Bad Bunny.
Kendrick Lamar last year was pretty cool.
I'm not a rap guy. And Kendrick came out with all of the rap gods or whatever. Like he was better with the rap gods. So
I don't
I
know,
don't know,
man.
man. Super Bowl halftime show needs to step it up. That's all I'm
I
saying.
thought it was really good.
Well, good. The one thing because of you though, my dad was like, "Why is he standing on this building?" I was like, "Actually, little known fact,
Yeah.
he did some free shows in Puerto Rico because of his album release where he stood on top of those."
Yeah, dude.
So I dropped some knowledge on my dad and
That's
why he
sick.
was standing on a makeshift gas station
Yeah,
at a Super Bowl.
that's
So,
dope.
anyways,
Bad Bunny's
all
probably
right,
a hardcore kid. But yeah,
he's probably not.
I know.
Uh,
Let's talk
okay,
Eyes of Salt.
let's talk as a Assault. Dude, this band is insane. The fact that this band isn't way bigger again than what they are, the 2,000 people that listen to them on Spotify, nearly 3,000. Let's not shortchange them at all because
Right.
that should be way higher. Uh, they are insane
Yeah.
and incredible. And when you sent them over, the first thing I sent back to you without like reading about it, because like, listen, the first thing you're gonna see is like they took influence from Comeback Kid.
Right.
I was like, is this band like, am I safe to say that this has like a Comeback Kid feel to it? You're like, yeah, 100%. And then I go read and I'm like, yeah, they're going after Comeback Kid,
They're
but
like the only band that I feel like has done the Comeback Kid sound justice.
dude,
No one else has really been able to because Comeback Kid's good, man. Like they're too good. This
yeah,
is like, this is it. This
this
is it.
this is absolutely a predecessor to what Comeback Kid is, and I am a massive fan. His vocal style,
Hmm.
that aggressive, gnarly yell, where it's just I love vocalists where you can understand what they're saying. And
Right.
he has again so much grit and grind behind that while it's still something that you can understand. He does it so freaking
Well,
good.
and I think what helps with like us, like the reason why one of the reasons why I think we can say that like this is the predecessor to Comeback Kid. Not that like Comeback Kid's like super old and gonna stop, but like again, I don't think I think bands have tried to do the Comeback Kid sound, haven't been able to do it. Right. These guys and this is what we said about Tarnish too. Not to like shortchange these guys that like they're a Comeback Kid ripoff. Like, no, they're their own thing.
Yes.
But this is a sound that I feel like is very difficult to get right. And that's the point that we're trying to make, right? Like this is a sound that is very difficult to get right. And there's so many things that I think have to be done right for it to happen. One thing is some of the bands we've listened to that try to do this sound is the vocalists don't have enough range. It's very monotone. Like a lot of the youth crew stuff is very monotone. The vocalist is just out there saying what they're going to say. If you listen to the Eyes of Salt guy, like listening to Between Hell and Home, like he'll go up and then he'll go down and he'll go up and he'll go down. And like, it's like all in his range. He's not like doing like, it's not like deathcore where it's
Yeah, it's
like,
not going highs and lows.
right. But it's like, but he is changing. I don't know what the musical term of it is. He is going
Pitch.
up and down pitch. He is going
Yeah.
up and down with his vocals that I feel like is one of the biggest things that all these other bands miss is this like I mean we kind of thought we kind of brought this up in a bad way with not Tarnish but like some pop punk but like this guy like you need a good vocalist to do this and he is it, right? Like he is so good.
Yeah, I mean it's a different version of good,
Right. Yeah.
right? This
Sure
is
it
not appealing to the mass majority of ears.
should be,
It
but it's
should
not.
be 100%. It should be. But when we're talking good vocalists, you're not turning this on for a car full of little girls and then being like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
Eyes
can
of
sing along
Salt
with that.
refuse to
Yeah.
engage.
Like it's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
And I say that because I have a bunch of daughters. Like, let's just be very clear at what I'm saying here. So
I don't know, Eyes of Salt. My son said one of your breakdowns was pretty dirty.
it
So
was pretty dang dirty. So uh dude, but these two songs, No Greater Truth, Melt, and then the song No Greater Truth. We already said Backlash might have one of the best songs of the year.
yeah,
I'm gonna put this up there as one
yeah,
of the.
it is.
So between Melt and No Greater Truth, what did you like more?
I mean, the intro to Melt is just so good.
Yeah.
The coming in just right in with the vocals, screaming, and then the instruments pick up. It, dude, I was instantly just like, mm-hmm, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And I listened to it
Okay.
probably 100 times. So
Okay. I'm No Greater Truth.
you're no greater truth.
I'm No Greater Truth. And there's the part in the middle where it goes to this the drum hit and the kick,
Uh-huh.
and they're screaming No Greater Truth. And then he screams, I've always been a sucker for a happy ending. Like, and then it goes into like a melodic comeback kid version riff just right in
Yeah.
there instead of like a breakdown. But then right at the end, what he ends this with, the American dream is a
Uh-huh.
fallacy.
Yeah.
So like,
That's the breakdown my kid said was dirty.
dude, just like listen, the subject matter in both of these songs is incredible,
Yeah.
right? It's very politically driven. It's very I don't even want to say politically driven, morally driven.
Right.
Right? It's a very morally driven message. But I've always been a sucker for a happy ending, but that ending with the American dream's a effing fallacy in the same song,
Yeah.
it's just like there's so much thinking involved with it. And there's so much we talked about this with Playing for Keeps, another Colorado
Mm-hmm.
heavy hardcore band that whatever it is, Colorado dudes in their 30s have some important
Yeah.
messages to say.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we got Playing for Keeps, we got Time Heist, we've got Eyes of Salt. Like, these dudes are putting out, man, for Colorado, and
This
Colorado
is,
is incredible right
I
now.
mean, it's like what we said about Playing for Keeps. Like like this is adult anger, right? It's not. teenage angst, anger that a lot of stuff is right now. This is adult. And you look at some of the lyrics from No Greater Truth, like, not sick, just exhausted, not lazy, I'm discarded, not weak, I'm drowning. Like, dude, how many times have you like been exhausted at work and had to come home and like deal with crap of the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, you get especially as like a man, a lot of times in society, like you just get like you're not sick, like you're just exhausted, you know? Like this is like something that I don't think a lot of people like the younger generation's going to understand yet. And I think this is an interesting topic to get into about hardcore right now because there is a little bit of like a dichotomy in hardcore and lyrics and things like that. I'm glad that there's a lot of these older bands though, because like as a 35-year-old, like I listen to like Lie, Texas,
Mhm.
like that's a band for the kids, right? Like they're awesome.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, they're great. But like as a 35-year-old man, like I don't know. I don't relate to lyrics about beef anymore. Like
Yeah.
I relate to lyrics about like growing up in a system design, silver spoons for some, scraps for the rest. Like hell yeah, man. Like I totally understand that. And I'd see that as an adult right now too, right? Like I'm working my butt off to provide for my family, and there's people that are just like coasting through life. They just money out the woo wah, right? And like it's not fair. It's a broke system, and I'm just like this is grown man anger. This is a man that has lived through the system that knows how rigged it is and is pissed off about it. And I relate to that as a 35-year-old,
A
And
hundred
I think that's
percent.
why I liked it so much. Not just the music, music aside, right? Because the music's incredible.
Right. Right. No. It's exactly what you're saying. So these guys came out, I think that they were 2021 as well, but they didn't drop anything till 2023. So like they took a minute to put some stuff out. They recently signed with War Records, which
Okay.
is the guitar player or the guitarist, I'm pretty sure, for Strife. It's
Mm,
his. So like
okay.
Berthold City
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is on here
Oh,
and
so good.
stuff. Yeah. So like it's a way dope label for them to have hit.
Hmm.
Uh and it's just again, it's a little bit of a shame that we're probably not going to see them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe see them once
Right.
kind of thing. Because they're going out on tour. They have a little 4-day run coming up. They're going out with Centerpoint. They're doing two of the things, San Francisco and San Luis Obispo. They're playing with Discourage. And then our boys in Darasum get them
Mm,
when they're playing in Oxnard and Pomona. But it's just like it's a long weekend. It's
yeah.
March 19th through the 22nd. Like I I wish that there was more. I wish this band could really take up the mantle
Right.
of a comeback kid because without question, this message would resonate with everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say everyone, the hardcore community. This
Right.
message is going to resonate with the hardcore community. Understanding, taking it up, it's fantastic. What did you think about What to Do When the Worst is Coming?
I really enjoy it. You know what one of my favorite songs is Grieving into a Mirror. And
Okay.
I know that's funny to say, but like I think that like interlude song of Grieving into a Mirror is just so great. I think it fits so well. I wish it was a little earlier, like maybe song 4, but like because that's typically when these songs,
Yeah.
unless it was a full length, right? So basically, I'm proving my point that we need more full lengths. Um, but I think I really like the interlude for it. I think it's a nice change of pace. I think they did it very well. It's not gimmicky. It's not overdone. It's not, I like it. But yeah, I think the rest of it, like, Smells Like Smoke with Mind's Eye. Holy cow,
Dude,
dude. Holy cow.
so
It
freaking
is
good.
insane. The breakdown at the end is wild. It's so good. The technicality of like the tempo changes with the chugs and stuff, like, dude, it's so
Right.
good. It's so good. I don't know how to say it. Like it's this is one of the better bands that we've talked about, and I hope that they get like all the praises they deserve. So,
You know, what I really like about Smells Like Smoke, and listen, I'm not a guitarist. This is what my ears are telling me. I could be absolutely wrong in this. But like you listen to that like in the background guitar where it's like faster chugging and
mm,
stuff, but then when the other guitar comes in over the top, he's not fast chugging.
right.
It's the same tempo, but he hits it once versus like the three times in the back. And it's just a little bit of just like the bouncing back and forth that just like catches your ear and keeps you engaged on there. It's dude, it's so good. Between Hell and Home,
Mm,
like we've already talked about this, right? But this could be like a Defeater song.
yeah,
And Defeater is a band that I love. Like
right.
I am a huge Defeater fan. And Between Hell and Home, like, dude, it's just right there. So like if you're a big fan of melodic, if you're a big fan of like that metallic-y sound and stuff, like it gets fast.
Hmm.
Like it has like more of the hardcore in it than some of the bands that we've been talking about recently and stuff. Dude, it is just it's absolutely phenomenal. And I don't know other ways to say it because like it's just that is what
I
it
know.
is.
Yeah.
So
I think that bands like younger bands should take a note and, you know, if people are keeping track of how many times we say this, like, this is such a good example of a band that is heavy without being like overtly gimmicky heavy. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like there's a difference between like heavy and aggression. Like this band is just like aggression. Like they maxed out their points in aggression. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like not heavy, but like aggression. And I love that. Like I love that. I love how aggressive every single song is. And even a song like you go from Smells Like Smoke right into A Beggar's Game.
hmm,
And like the intro to A Beggar's Game is like a very comeback kitty melodic, hardcore driven, traditional hardcore driven song. But even then, they still like halfway through the song managed to bring like a lot of aggression back to it.
yeah,
And I just, they do it so well. Like they do it so well. So,
yeah. No, this is a fantastic band. So I don't know how much they're going to be playing coming up. It sounds like the vocalist moved to Georgia.
mm,
So like they're selective on what they're playing is what it seems like. And so they're probably just gonna have to bide their time. Like they've done a run out in like the Florida, Georgia area and stuff like that. So I'm sure what you're gonna get is you're gonna get some on the East Coast, 3 4 day runs. You're going to get like this California 3 4 day run kind of thing. And I'm sure Colorado is going to get the majority of their shows and stuff. But listen, man, 7.5 hours, 8 hours up the road, that's not too bad. Like you guys can do it.
yeah.
So
Drop
grab
on.
grab the time heist, boys. Just come on over. Throw the Mind's Eye drummer in the car and come play Spent. Like we've got connections.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude, but they've played some great shows. Like they played with Fox Lake, they've played with the Hope Conspiracy.
Mm,
Uh, I'm trying to see some of the other ones that they've done. Yeah, that Hope Con show was awesome. They played a lot of just the local stuff. Oh, the Bane and Rotting Gout show.
oh,
They
dude.
got that.
That's sick.
Yeah. Like, dude,
Colorado's got it right now, man.
they do. They
Colorado's
do.
got it.
There's a lot of really, really cool
They
stuff
know what they're
happening in
doing. Yeah,
Colorado.
for sure.
And I I love it. I don't
Yeah.
know what else to say. I You guys are dope. But no, both these bands were fantastic. They're different in their own ways. Like we've talked about a couple bands like this, I feel like,
Hmm.
but there's just like they're not as heavy as some of the bands and or they're a little heavier than some of the bands. So like another band who I compare these guys to is like Commodity, but I feel
Okay.
like they're faster and a little bit heavier than a Commodity,
Right.
so like and we're obviously big fans of those guys. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Great music, man. Go listen to all this. There's no
Yeah,
reason to not listen to all this. So we say that
absolutely.
every time. We say that every time. There's such good music out there, and I'm grateful that we get to, even though our platform is small, do try and get the name out of some of these bands because it's very well deserved. Very well
Yeah,
deserved. So.
yeah, 100%. So dope, man. Well, we've done a few interviews. We've even got a few more interviews coming up. We've done these locals. I put that poll question out. It seems like these local episodes are actually what people prefer, like they enjoy them. So we're going to continue to do nostalgia, but we'll probably hit a nostalgia like once a month, just kind of when it kind of fits in.
Hmm.
And hopefully we can just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, 2026 is already shaping up pretty well.
Yeah.
So,
That's usually what happens. Good music when there's shitty stuff going on. So it's like
yeah,
it's a bad. I don't know. It's bittersweet.
it
First
is.
it's sour, then it's sweet. Or I guess it's the other way around. Because
No,
yeah,
you're right. Sour than sweet.
yeah. But I'm saying like the actual events happening are like not
Right.
sweet.
So, because
So
it's shitty, we're going to get good
they're
music.
okay. All right.
Because it's been sour, we're going to get badass stuff.
All right.
So,
Way to look at it that way.
you
Okay.
said it right, man.
All right. I'm a genius. People just, I don't even believe it. I need to just believe in my own genius. So,
Well, let's not take it that far. But
on that
so,
note, I hate you. Okay.
all
Bye, man.
right, peace.